Teachers' Day.
Why is World Teachers' Day a thing? World Teachers' Day is a special day when we celebrate our teachers and all the amazing things they do for us. It's like a big thank you to our teachers for helping us learn and grow every day. We celebrate it on October 5th every year to remember how important teachers are in our lives. Teachers are like our guiding stars, helping us understand maths, science, languages, and so much more. They are super cool because they make learning fun and exciting. So on World Teachers' Day, we show them how much we appreciate everything they do to make us smarter and better people. Yay for teachers!
We have Liam Sanasi. Liam says,
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she does not leave you out and everyone gets a chance.
and we agree because Mrs. Duke always gives you a chance
In sports and classwork.
We have Taylor Harrison Rowe. Taylor says,
Mrs. Duke is the best because she never gives up and always helps when needed and gives lots of love.
yes, Mrs. Duke never gives up and always helps. Talia Palais. Talia says,
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she's loving, strict in a good way, and awesome. The best ever. I love her.
yes, Mrs. Duke is super loving and awesome.
News break! Our grade 3 teacher is super nice and makes us feel happy and safe. We have fun learning because our teacher uses cool and fun ways to teach us. We really like learning.
Now we have Courtney Tyson. Courtney, what do you think about Mrs. Duke? Talk to us.
Mrs. Duke is kind, generous, friendly, amazing, and wonderful. And I'm glad she's my teacher.
You are so correct. We do agree. Mrs. Duke is an amazing teacher and you should be glad she's your teacher.
Next up, we have Akeelah. Akeelah, what do you have to say about Mrs. Duke? Mrs. Duke is awesome because she is the kindest teacher on the planet Earth.
We agree. Mrs. Duke is super kind. Thank you, Adelina, for that beautiful message.
You're welcome.
Next, we have Adam Lewis. Adam, what do you think about Mrs. Duke?
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she is nice, strict, and funny. Plus, she likes mess like me.
Mrs. Duke is pretty strict, but she's funny at the same time. That's an amazing answer from you, Adam.
Thank you.
News break! Mrs. Duke makes our class so much fun. When we make mistakes, our teacher is super patient and guides us to learn from it. Mrs. Duke is an incredible role model. She teaches us to be kind, friendly, and always curious about the world. Cohen, what do you think about Mrs. Duke?
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she's an amazing teacher and is always there for us when we need her. Thank you, Mrs. Duke.
Cameron, what do you think about Mrs. Duke?
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she lets me do fun things and when I'm sad she comforts me.
Tyler, what do you have to say about Mrs. Duke?
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she's kind, generous, pretty and makes me understand the work she gives me.
Fauzia, what do you think about Mrs. Duke?
Mrs. Duke is awesome because she's very kind and patient with me.
Parklands College. All the teachers at Parklands College are great. Thank you for all the teachers who have taught us how to be kind, respectful and caring.